Hello everyone, I'm Dr.A.G.Mythili, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce with Finance, Dr. SNS College of Arts and Science. In this video, I'm going to speak about banking system in India. So, banking system plays a vital role in the economic development of a country. So, banking system in India or Indian banking sector refers to the network of financial institutions such as bank and credit union that handles financial transactions and provide financial services to individuals, business and government. These institutions primarily act as an intermediaries between people with money, that is savers, and those who need money that is borrowers. The type of service offered by the banking institutions usually include accepting deposit, lending money, facilitating transactions, and offering various financial products like savings accounts, loans, and credit cards. So in India, the banking system of India consists of two parts, that is unorganized and organized sector. Unorganized sector comprises of money lenders and indigenous bankers. Organized sector consists of commercial bank, cooperative bank, and regional rural bank. So this is the structure of Indian banking system, that is the RBI, under it scheduled bank and non-scheduled bank or unscheduled bank. So the scheduled bank is classified into commercial bank and cooperative bank. Commercial bank is also again classified into public sector, private sector, foreign sector and regional rural bank. So Reserve Bank of India has been formed in the year 1935 and it is the Central Bank of India, meaning that is the apex bank in the banking system in India. It is owned by the Union Ministry of Finance. It acts as a regulatory body responsible for the regulations of Indian banking system as well as control, issuing and maintaining money supply in the Indian economy. So the primary objective of RBI is to conduct consolidated supervision of financial domain in India, such as financial domain is made up of commercial bank, financial institution and non-banking finance company. So some of the activities of RBI include restructuring bank inspection, strengthening the role of auditors, introducing offsite surveillance of bank. So coming to the commercial bank. Commercial bank is an institution that accepts deposits, make a business loan and offer related services to various accepting deposit and lending loans and advances to general customers and businessmen. These institutions run using making profit. They cater to the financial requirements of the industries and various sectors like agriculture, rural development. It is a profit-making institution owned by government or private or both. Commercial bank include public sector, private sector and foreign banks and regional rural bank. So public sector banks are the one in which government owns majority of the shares. For instance, SB is one of the public sector one whose 58.6% shares is held by the government. Such banks are further divided into nationalized and state bank and is associate. In nationalized bank, the central government supervises and regulates the functioning of banking institutions. However, the central government keep minimum shares and USB bank as and when it sells shares. This is done to minimize the government holding such as Bank of Baroda, Indian Overseas Bank, Canara Bank, Central Bank of India are some of the examples of public sector bank. Coming to the private sector bank, these are the banks majority equity is held by the private entity, corporations, institutions or individual apart from government. These banks are controlled and managed by private promoters. In 1969, banking in India has been dominated by public sector banks at the time when all the banks were nationalized by the Indian government. After liberalization in 1990, banks like HDFC, ICICI got permission and now there are new age private sector bank. So coming to the foreign bank. A foreign bank is a bank that follows the guidelines of both home as well as the host bank. Most banks generally open a foreign branch to cater the additional. So a foreign bank is a one which has an head office in foreign country and branches in our country. So the foreign bank works vital financial bodies and they operate on several levels. It reality bank reforms into a small number and financial known as dealers who directly associate in large So there are totally 46 foreign banks operating in India. These in some of them include HSBC Bank, Mrinle Bank, City Bank, etc. Regional Rural Bank. So regional rural bank are established in India in the year 1975 as per the Narasimhan Committee recommended under RBI Act 1976. The primary objective of RRB is to bridge the credit gap and promote financial inclusion for the rural population. RRB are supposed to operate within a limit area for which they are being established. Regional rural bank are regulated and supervised by NABARD. These banks are licensed by RBI under the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. RRB are owned by three entities with their respective shares as below: central government 50%, sponsoring bank 35%, state government 15%. Currently, there are total of 56 RRB operating in India. So the first RRB are Pratham Gram Bank, Cooperative Bank. So cooperative banks are important component of Indian banking system. It is originated and enacted Cooperative Credit Societies Act 1904. These banks are classified into urban cooperative bank, rural cooperative bank. The main goal of cooperative bank is to promote social welfare by providing concessional loan. So they are organized into a three-tier level. First tier, it is state level. State cooperative bank, that is regulated by RBI, state government and NABARD. Founded by RBI, the government of NABARD. Money is then distributed to the public. Concessional CRR and SLR apply to these banks. CRR is 3% and SLR is 25%. Owned by the state government, and the top management is elected by the members. Tier 2, that is it functions on district level, that is central or district cooperative bank. Tier 3, it functions on village level. It is also known as primary agriculture cooperative banks. So these cooperatives bank are formed within the people who are in that area for the benefit of the people, and it is for non-profit organization. Thank you.